The production of concrete accounts for 6% of global CO2 emissions. And here in the United Arab Emirates, they consume more concrete per capita than anywhere else on the planet.
Concrete is, first of all, it's the #1 man-made material in the world. It's the #2 volume material in the world, second only to water. It's the second largest volume material in terms of revenue streams in the world, second only to oil. And it's in the top 3 polluters in the world.
The issue is that concrete needs cement to bind it together, but the chemical process that makes it releases huge amounts of carbon dioxide. A typical truck like this carries concrete which has, in the process of being made, polluted the atmosphere with enough CO2 to fill more than 870 giant balloons similar to this, around 4,000 cubic meters of gas. So iCrete has quite literally rewritten the recipe for making concrete, changing the type of aggregate in the mix to reduce the amount of cement necessary to bind it together. The new process can cut concrete's carbon footprint by a staggering 73%. The same process also makes the final product easier to pour and more workable at no extra cost.
We've been asked to apply this technology to important iconic structures like Freedom Tower in New York City. There was a demand to produce the highest strength concrete that has ever been poured in the United States, and to do it at a lower cost and a higher efficiency, and reduce the construction problems like heat of hydration and other technical difficulties that they had. We were able to do that by taking a completely different approach to concrete technology, by properly combining aggregate gradations and minimizing cement paste, which allowed us not only to improve the quality of the product, but also reduce cost.
Unibeton, the largest concrete producer in the UAE, poured 4 million cubic meters of the stuff last year. With Abu Dhabi now pushing for green buildings, even creating a carbon-neutral city with the Masdar project, Unibeton has entered into a partnership with iCrete.
Last year we produced about 4 million cubic meters of concrete. That generates probably around 2 million tons of CO2. We are going to produce more concrete this year, but with the iCrete system, I think we can cut the CO2. If everybody wants to use that type of concrete, we could probably cut it by 70%.
iCrete is taking concrete out of the Stone Age and into the 21st century, creating a product which is higher quality, more workable and greener.